Antonio Conte, Tottenham Hotspur have a 1% chance of making it into the top 4 after a weak January. Antonio Conte has risked the wrath of the Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy by complaining that the club's transfer business in January has left him with a weaker squad. Conte, who has previously criticized signings made by Levy before the Italian arrived at the club, said the decision to allow 4 players to leave last month while signing only the Juventus pair Rodrigo Bentancur and Dejan Kulusevski had made his job as head coach more difficult. The 52-year-old also suggested that he did not realize the size of the task at Tottenham until he took over. What happened in January was not easy, he said in an interview with Sky Italia. We lost 4 players in January. 4 important players for Tottenham, and we brought in only 2. So even just in terms of numbers, rather than reinforce the squad, we on paper weakened it. However, he also made it clear that if the 4 players had been important to him they would not have been allowed to leave the club. Conte, who joined Spurs in November, said that he had only recently realized that they favored signing young players with potential rather than established players who might bring success more quickly. This is the vision and the philosophy of the club, he said. It is inevitable that if you want to grow quicker and if you want to be competitive more rapidly, you need players with a lot of experience, because they also raise the experience level of the overall team. Bentancur and Kulusevski are ideal prospects for Tottenham, because Tottenham are seeking young players they can develop and grow, not players who are ready. That is the issue. Conte pointed to the fact he took over mid-season as a reason for his task being made more difficult. When you are outside, you can never make certain assessments. So from the outside, it may seem something different. When you take over a situation, it is inevitable that taking over in the current year is never easy. I promised myself not to do it because I only did it once and I promised myself not to do it. I think we are doing a lot, but I am realizing being inside the situation that it will take time and patience, because there are many young players even at their first experience in the Premier League who need to grow, gain experience and raise their level. In a separate interview with beIN Sports, Conte said he feels that at Spurs he has to lower his ambitions because of the competitive nature of the Premier League. In the past I always say I have to feel only 1% the possibility to win the league, he said. For sure here the situation is strange, because maybe I feel the 1% possibility to have the ambition to finish 4th. The situation is different, because the level of this league is very high, and there is not a lot of space at this moment for teams other than the top team. The level is high and you know, every single team wants to improve. Conte has said that making Tottenham competitive is the biggest challenge he has faced as a head coach, given that there are no easy solutions to their problems. He won 5 league titles in 7 full campaigns as a club manager before joining Tottenham. It's important to not be scared about this situation now, he said. We need to have the desire and the will to fight this situation and to try to rebuild again. But for me it's a totally different situation compared to my past. He said that Tottenham's problems run deeper than the team, as their rivals have strengthened significantly, or plan to do so. The club have been open to significant investment and gave Forrest Lee, a Singaporean billionaire, a tour of the facilities recently. Tottenham have announced pre-tax losses of £80.2 million for the financial year ending June 2021, with total debts increasing from £605 million to £706 million.